What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Wolves at the Gate. Yes, indeed, how about that? Wolves at the Gate making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-boobidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Dwayne, and Dwayne wanted to see me react to this song by Wolves at the Gate called Drifter. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Solid State Records, okay? And the video has 237,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Wolves at the Gate, Drifter official music video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it.
Yes, there's that word official, coming off of what I believe is their record label's official page, so, boy. Look, you already know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it. All I'm going to say is this. We're going to just wait and see what happens, and we're going to hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Yeah. Yes. I'm digging this. It's not complex. It's not mind-blowing, but you know what it is? It feels good. It's got some great drive. Guitar tone sounds nice, thick, and crunchy. The pulse is there. The play and feel between the straight time and the halftime, yep, definitely there. Going into the halftime, On the chorus, which I've always been a big advocate for, if you're going to play with time, that's where you don't want to go into straight time on the chorus from halftime or double time. You want the change to be from out of the straight time during the verses, and that's exactly what they did. Straight time during the verse, the halftime on the chorus. The vocals, I like the approach. Staying melodic, but bringing just a little bit of that gravel voice or the grit and growl. Just you can hear it on the cusp, not quite going into grit and growl, but on the cusp of it, getting a little pinched in the back, get a little bit of that squeeze on there intentionally. That's not an accident. That's being done on purpose for effect. And I dig that. So far, I'm digging everything about this. I'm digging this tune. I'm digging where this is going. Let's hope it continues, and we'll see where this is going to take us.
The sirens are calling me, but I can't look away. I can't look away. It's tearing me apart. I knew it from the start. It's tearing me apart. It's ripping out my heart.
I have mixed feelings about that ending. Everything else I was digging. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll be honest with you. I don't really have to think a whole lot, but couple things I want to give a little thought to before we start the discussion here. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Wolves at the Gate with Drifter. This was a request from Dwayne. Okay, yeah, I thought about it, and the things I was thinking about didn't even affect the score. It didn't affect the rating one bit. I just wanted to get my thoughts together and make sure I was going in the direction I thought we were going to go. And as it turns out, we did. So let's start off with that rating. Out of a possible 5 stars, I am going to give that 4 stars. Yep, 4 out of 5 stars. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I dug the tune. Personally, I dug this. I dug everything about it. The energy and the drive were there from the get-go. You did not have to go looking for it. It literally walked up to you on the downbeat and punched you right square dead in the mouth and lit you up. It absolutely did. No, I got absolutely no problem with how this song started out and how the song felt. The drive was there, the energy was there, the push was there, the feels were there. I love the fact, speaking of the feels, I love the fact that we switched not from a halftime feel, not from a straight time feel to a halftime feel, but from straight time to actual halftime. There was no feel about it. No, we actually changed, and they did it very well. I dug that. I absolutely dug that. And they did it in a very strategic place on the chorus, which I've always been a big advocate for. Whenever you're going to switch feel, or you're going to play around with switching feel, or just, or with switching from, actual time from straight time to halftime, I've always been a big advocate that when you're going to do your straight time to either halftime or double time, doesn't matter which, make your straight time in the verse and then switch to your halftime or your double time on the choruses. Doesn't matter which way you go, faster or slower, doesn't matter. Make your bass line your verses, and then when you want to make that impact for the chorus to really make the chorus stand out, that's when you want to change the feels up. And they did a great job of that. Guitars, thick, crunchy tone. I loved it without being muddy. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard bands that just they get a nice thick crunchy tone, but then they overdo it and it turns into absolute sludge, and that was not the case here. I heard everything clear as day, including the bass, believe it or not. I could actually hear the bass. I had to dig a little bit. I had to get under the topsoil, but once I got the topsoil out, got those couple of inches down, I was like, oh, there it is. Cool, no problem. The drumming, very nice job establishing the feels and being the one responsible more than anything else for not just executing the switching in straight time and halftime, but for more importantly, setting it up with some really nice fills. I really appreciated that without question. Vocally, I like the vocals. I do. I think the melodic vocal singing definitely fits, especially when they would, like on the pre-choruses and on the choruses, they would start to bring in elements of having grit and growl, but without actually having the grit and growl. It never crested over. You know what I mean? It went up. It went up the roller coaster, and we got up, and we just started to go over the hump, and then we stopped, and then we came back down. You know what I mean? We never actually went over the edge and went into grit and growl vocals, but we had some elements in there that helped set it up. I like that. I like that approach. I like the fact that they were doing it on purpose. That was not an accident. Because if you listen to the vocals and the verses, you didn't hear any of the pinching. You didn't hear any of the squeezing that we heard in the pre-chorus and the chorus. Some really nice harmonies too, to boot. I thought that was really well done. No, overall, a really good song. I don't even know if you would call this a complaint. I don't even know if it really justifies being called a complaint, but one thing I did notice about the song was the ending, how they ended it, with the vocal taper off. It just, everything stopped, the vocal continued, and the vocal cut off. If I'm being honest, a little anticlimactic. It's just a little. I feel like we could have had an ending with a little bit of a different thing. Still done the same thing with the vocal cutoff, but maybe with some accented hits. Dun 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 dun, or dun 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 dun, or something like that. Some accented hits. And the last thing I think this song needs is a fade out. No, absolutely not. Whether it be a slider fade where they keep playing and they just slide it out and we get to the bend, or where we hit the note, sustain, and let it naturally taper off. Now, neither of those would work in my opinion. Absolutely not. But something stronger, something more final, something more put the exclamation point at the end of that sentence, bam, type of a feel, where we would have had those unison accent hits, those syncopated accent hits. Like some rhythmic pattern that we had within the song would have been just fine, but instead we had everything end and the vocals continued and then the vocals clipped, and it's like, And it was a definite cliffhanger ending. Was it bad? No, it wasn't bad. Okay, it wasn't bad. I just feel like it could have had more impact. The ending could have had more impact on the song if we had had some sort of a rhythmic pattern ending. You know, some sort of a syncopated unison line that would have been really good. You know, I think it would have been, along with that vocal clipping at the end, you know? I think that would have worked out really well together, but in any case, we didn't get that, unfortunately. But overall, I think this is a great song. I dug it. I absolutely dug it, and I would absolutely listen to this again. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. I feel good about that rating, and that is exactly where we're going to stay. So, 4 out of 5 stars, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.